It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and in today's video, I want to talk about the team that I'm planning on using with the new heroes, Corvus and Morrigan, on Hero Wars Mobile. If this is your first time joining me in one of my videos, I like to do educational videos on Hero Wars Mobile and Hero Wars Facebook content. Today's video is mostly about mobile. If you're a Facebook player, stick around, hang out. You know, we'd love to have you. This is a sponsored video, and today's sponsor is the Order Guild family. And the Order Guild family is a 3-guild family of guilds on server 179 in the Russian region. The Order is looking for 10 members, 10 or so members, to join their quest to become the youngest gold banner winning guild. Mostly English speaking, but they have folks from all over the world. They use a translation bot. They have some minimums that they like to have for their champion slots. This isn't necessarily minimums to join the guild. As long as you are active every day, they will consider accepting you. But you can take a look here and see that Guild 1 requires 1.2 million Grand Arena power. Guild 2 requires 900,000 Grand Arena power, and Guild 3 requires 650,000 Grand Arena power. Again, these are requirements to be a champion in the cross server and Guild Wars fights, not to join the guild. If you are interested in joining a new guild, a competitive guild, a highly competitive guild, please reach out to one of the individuals listed in the pictures. You can see that you've got Ink Master and Phoenix OA on Discord. Reach out to them via Discord. And if you have trouble reaching them on Discord, please just poke me on Discord, and I will get you in touch with the correct individuals. If you're interested in sponsoring a video, if your guild is interested in sponsoring a video, also just let me know. It's a lot of fun to do. I think it'd be pretty beneficial for anybody's guild. Now, on to the video. Let's talk about Corvus and Morrigan. We've already talked about them a bunch already this week, and they've been talked about quite a bit. I haven't given my take yet on the team that I'm going to build, and I've mentioned it a couple of times in my live stream, but the team that I'm intending on building with Corvus and Morrigan, because I haven't seen anything too incredibly strong or annoying or whatever overpowered. I have seen some pretty strong things, but I think this is the team that I'm going to go with. I'm looking at Corvus, Elmir, Morrigan, Astrid Lucas, and Dorian. Now, the reason for this is kind of a cascading effect of covering up weaknesses and boosting strengths. So first of all, we have Corvus, who is an excellent tank. He's got low armor, low magic defense. You pair that with the combo of Elmir and Astrid and Lucas. Now, the interesting thing about Elmir and Astrid and Lucas is Elmir provides shadow clones that will absorb some damage. It won't necessarily absorb auto attack damage by jumping in front of Corvus or anything like that, but it does absorb some damage. And then you have Astrid and Lucas. Lucas is going to jump in front of Corvus and take some damage from the entire enemy team while Lucas is active. Okay, so Lucas being active is going to shore up some of the weak defenses that Corvus has. You have Morrigan, who provides armor penetration, and then you have 2 physical attacking heroes in Astrid and Lucas, who has the highest physical attack in the game, by the way, or if not the highest, then maybe top 2, top 3. And then you have Elmir, who has his own armor penetration, but does a lot of damage, a lot of front end damage to the enemy's tank. Hopefully between the 2 of those and Morrigan's artifact buff, you'll quickly be able to disable the enemy's tank, especially if it's an Astaroth. But if it's any other tank that's got high armor, you shouldn't have any issue. You shouldn't have any issue whatsoever. A couple of other fun combos that are found in this team: Elmir's clones. We all know about Elmir's clones that he shoots off. Whenever they take damage, Corvus's totem will activate. So whenever sorry about that. Whenever any of his clones die, Corvus's totem, his altar there in the back, will deal retribution damage to the enemy team. So basically giving a whole lot more targets to hit with enemy area of effect damage, enemy Karks, enemy, Kira's, and those things, those clones that are taking damage and dying are not your main team. So then you have, I already mentioned the Astrid and Lucas synergy. What this doesn't have a lot of undead synergy. None of Morrigan's abilities really are effective here, with the exception of, potentially raising undead and sending lots of little skeleton minions after them. And, just because it's hilarious to watch all of the little skeleton undead minions and all of Elmer's clones and all of your team being on the team at the same time. That's why Morrigan is in here. It's arguable that Morrigan shouldn't be in this team, but for now, since these are new and shiny heroes, and Elmer and Astrid and Lucas are two of my top 5 leveled up heroes, I thought this would be the best team for me. And then finally, you have Dorian. And Dorian does a little bit of self-damage, and the altar will hit him whenever he does a little bit of self-damage. But I think that, a good physical attacking team, especially one who uses Astrid and Lucas and Elmer, who jumps back into his aura, is extremely beneficial for this style of team. And what I plan on doing is I plan on getting Dorian's health low enough that Corvus will yank Dorian to the middle of your team, thus giving his vampiric aura to everyone on your team, if they're close enough, that is. If they're close enough, that is. So in practice, this team does pretty well. And, if you can afford it, maybe you sub out Morrigan for Daredevil. I think that might be something that I end up doing in the future. I think this could be a lot of fun, kind of almost a blender variant, right? But, I could also sub out Astrid and Lucas for Daredevil instead when Elmer jumps to the back. I think that could be a lot of fun too. I think this might be what I end up with eventually, like this kind of setup right here. But I think for now, I'm going to use this because it's, it's a new and shiny. Now, again, I want to reiterate, this is not going to be the most effective team using Corvus and Morrigan. It's not. And I'm not even sure how effective it is at really high levels. To me, it just seems like this has got a couple of good combinations in here between Elmer's clones interacting with the altar, Lucas blocking some damage from Corvus, letting him survive a little bit longer, letting that altar do its work a little bit longer. You've got, Morrigan sending out skeleton minions as much as she can, deleting the enemy Astaroths whenever they try to resurrect. There's a lot of Astaroths on my server, by the way. A lot of Astaroths on my server. So, yeah, let me know what you think about this team. I know I don't have any really gameplay footage. I don't have my I don't have my Corvus and Morrigan at all leveled up. You can see I do have their levels pretty close to the, where they're at, but I don't have their skills or glyphs or anything leveled up yet, so I can't really use them yet. But I will soon. Probably do some in the next live stream. Speaking of live streams, there is a official Hero Wars mobile live stream happening today at 11 a.m. So please be on that live stream. They're going to talk about, they're going to do some team fights. Phil and Bob are going to fight each other a couple of times. Personally, I live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You can see the schedule on screen. I live stream right here on YouTube and on Facebook as well. So check us out. Join us if you can. With all that being said, I know this wasn't the most exciting video about Corvus and Morrigan that I've done, but a lot of people have been asking me what team I plan on using, and so far, this is going to be my team. A lot of fun Kira variants, a lot of fun Phobos variants, a lot of fun Faceless variants out there taking advantage of that undead tag, but this is the team that I'm going to use starting out. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.